a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Welcome to the Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Charlie.
And Robert.
I'm also here.
Oh, you're also here? I didn't even notice. Are you here for the harvest?
I'm just really confused. I thought this was my podcast. You guys, what are you guys doing here?
I don't know. I invited Robert over and this just started happening, I guess.
Yeah, illegal alien joke. Anyway,
Damn it.
Insert illegal alien joke. Thank you. That's all.
hi Ray.
Hoi.
We haven't had you on in a bit. When was the last episode you were on?
Fuck, man, I don't even know. It's been a long time, though.
Raye wasn't even here last season. My goodness. Raye was last on for It Could Have Been Great.
And
I don't remember what happened in that one.
But
But it could have been great.
That's when comes Yellow Diamond. So apparently
Yeah.
I'm on that Peridot grind.
Ray, if you'd like to be a cool cat and remind our listeners who you are, what you do, why you chose this episode, and throw your pronouns in, because, cool cat.
Yeah, I'm Raye, and I use they, them, / any pronouns. And I am here from a different podcast called Of the Eldest Gods. Charlie, you know that person? They and me, we read Rick Riordan books, and we talk about them way too much. We're going chapter by chapter. We are.
It's a lot.
It's very intensive. But if you enjoy goofy ass, gay ass shenanigans and also like literature analysis of some kind, that's over there. And I'm here because I fucking love Steven Universe.
I wish that's why I was here.
Oh, Robert.
Daryl?
No, I'm joking. I like Steven
Wow.
Universe. I even love Steven Universe.
I totally
However-
conned Robert into making this podcast with me.
I am just exhausted with
Oh,
life.
Man, I feel that shit.
Gang, let's all die right now. Boom. All right, we're all dead.
Ghost podcast.
Before we continue on with our episode, which, by the way, today we're covering Gem Harvest, which is season 4, episode A/9, because it's a two-parter technically.
It is.
And this premiered on November 17th, 2016, like a week before American Thanksgiving, which helps explain a lot of the vibes of this episode.
It certainly does.
Before we start talking about this episode, Charlie, the postman, bring us any post.
Hey, Mr. Postman, bring me a post. Bring me the post I love the most.
Gang, you got to send us more mail because we're going to run out of mail after this episode, so...
We are. We keep doing this where we do the mail, we split it up, and then we run out of mail again. Our first bit of mail is from Tekenna. It says, "Congrats, Robert. Hey, Charlie and Robert. I just want to say congratulations again to Robert and Mac on their engagement. I'd love to hear about the proposal / your trip if you're open to sharing."
Yeah, so Mac and I went on a very short trip to England and Ireland. In England, we saw a bunch of friends that I've met through podcasting, and we also did a bunch of touristy stuff. Next, we've decided that the next vacation we go on, we don't have to walk a single fucking step because we did so many walking tours in England and in Ireland, and it was terrible, but but we learned a lot. It was pretty fun. And then in Ireland, we did a bunch of tours. We did one of my favorite things that I think we did was we did a literary pub crawl where we went to different pubs and we had 2 guys who were actors. The entire acting population of Ireland seems to be doing all these tours, which I love them for. And we, they would act out scenes from famous plays and famous books and stuff. And they gave us a bunch of history about people like Oscar Wilde, who I didn't know was Irish until I went there. Famous other authors I didn't know were Irish until I went there. Bram Stoker, C.S. Lewis. And I proposed to Mac in, if anyone knows where the Ivy Garden are in Dublin, there's like a lovely little fountain area, and that's where I proposed. And I was very nervous. I thought I had it in the bag, and I thought he didn't know. It turns out he knew the whole day, and he was just waiting.
Of
He was
course
like,
he
dude,
did.
get it over with. I'm like, cool. I can't lie for shit.
That is so fucking cute, though.
So fucking cute, so fucking gay. Engaged.
It's really weird being the only person in my immediate friend group, or any, like, my friend groups in general, where I'm like, I think Mac and I are the only one who are engaged and thinking about that, because every other couple we know have only been dating for like a year or two, and every other person is just single, and it's like, well, how are we the adults here? What happened?
Well, Robert, you are now the second of my co-hosts to get engaged within the year. So, like,
God damn.
It's Raye, I guess you're up next. I gotta get a ring on that soon for you.
I have to make like a dating site profile, and I would kind of rather die.
No, like I'm gonna propose to you, so that way we can just finish the circle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just get it all over with at the same time. Yeah, sure.
I was very lucky because Mac and I had met on Bumble, and he was a little weirdo, and I was a little weirdo, and we just been little weirdos together for like the past 3 years.
Okay, but Robert, the most important thing was you got together because of that T-pose picture, right? Yes.
Famously,
the T-pose picture that I took of you.
When the Percy Jackson podcasters first gathered together in New York, we went to Central Park and we were taking photos. And famously, one of the photos that Charlie took of me was a photo of me in the R.I.P. Damien Page outfit doing a T-pose. And that was one of the photos that Max saw and was like, this one's cute. I'm going to swipe right.
Cute. Oh my gosh.
So in a long way, Percy Jackson is the reason I'm going to get married.
Yay! It's like those like huge domino followed by smaller dominoes meme.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like how 9/11 led to 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh boy, but yeah, that's the story.
Good fucking shit, man.
Good fucking shit.
It kind of continues. I also wanted to say how much I love listening to the pod. I watched the show so I could listen to the pod, but going over the show like this, I love seeing the connections and the little nuances that get lost. Love to Kenna.
Yay! Thanks to Kenna. That's so sweet.
That is very sweet. Thank you so much. So we got another listener, longtime listener, first time emailing. This person's name is Maddie. They use they, them pronouns, but listened to us for a while. Usually listen to us when they're getting ready for bed and it makes them laugh before sleeping. And I'm like, I don't listen to podcasts before I sleep. I just go to sleep.
See, yeah, I can tell that we are different kinds of creatures.
I used to have to listen to podcasts and stuff when I was asleep. And then turns out that's a symptom of like being very lonely.
Oh.
And so it turns out that, hey, once you're in a relationship for 3 years and like my nightly stimulus is yapping with Mac for like 20 minutes before we go to sleep, that's great for me.
Damn.
I finally caught up with you guys, so I always look forward to Fridays when there's a new episode. I want to ask about Robert's proposal. See previous statement. I proposed to Mac. We are a cute couple. Thank you for calling it out. And they've been watching Steven Universe since before Future came out, and it was a friend who introduced them. They're not sure if we've had this question, but if we could have a show mostly about any other character like Lars of the Stars seems to be, what would it be about, and who would you like to see in it? And then thanks for Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, for emailing us.
Thank you so much.
A show specifically dedicated Onion.
I mean, Onion is the greatest enigma of the entirety of Steven Universe, as we talked about last episode in Onion Gang. We don't even know his age. He's just ageless, genderless. He doesn't exist, honestly. I mean, I would always love more Peridot content.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's sort of what I was thinking too. I'm like, maybe like a prequel about like Peridot and her time in the Empire, because, you know, that's the other like avenue of world building that we haven't really gotten. Like Lars of the Stars is going to show us, you know, what the state of the universe is now, like after like the Gem Empire is, I don't know, collapsing, kind of, maybe.
Since it gained independence.
Yeah.
Right?
Or granted independence to its colonies. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yes, a prequel, obviously, but my brain was thinking more like, I want more of just Peridot learning Earth things and just like going about daily life. Like I want a slice of life show about Peridot and just the ultimate tism. So
yes. See that what's good about that conceptually is that it's like more Steven Universe, like the the good shit of, the slices of life being in Beach City type shit. And so I'm almost like, what can we do that's different from, what we already have? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, tell us about who created the diamonds. That'd be interesting. Who created the gems?
Yeah, where did they come from? That's a thought.
We can talk about Gem Harvest, an episode which I think this might have been one of the first episodes I saw.
Oh, fascinating.
Like as it came out, I think. Yeah, I want to say this was the first one that I saw as it came out, but I could be wrong.
I remember this was around the time when I had stopped watching Steven Universe, really.
Wow.
So, like, this was like maybe one of the last episodes that I watched as it came out about like the newer Steven Universe, quote unquote. This was late 2016, right? So I was like, starting college, or I was in college already. Actually, no, but I'd have been in college for like a year at that point. I would be like 19.
Yeah, I was in college for a year as well. I was currently seeing the person who introduced me to Steven Universe. So I believe this was, in fact, the first episode I saw when it came out.
Right.
Okay, so I was actively following like Steven Universe at this time. And guys, everyone was so fucking mad.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember people being mad about the last episode and this one. Like both of them. Because, why did we need an episode about Onion again? That had nothing to do with anything. And then why did we need this episode that's like, wow, it's so political and this guy sucks. And
that is not what I'm like even talking about. Well, I mean, there is like that discourse also. But what I'm talking about is that this is a two-parter entitled Gem Harvest, which is a title that we knew was going to come out. People thought this was going to be fucking insane. Like they were like, it's going to pick up right here. This is like going to be the turning point. Like some crazy shit is going to happen. And then Steven's uncle shows up.
No, the crazy shit happens in like 2 episodes from.
Yeah.
and it's also
the next episode is crazy shit too.
True. Well, the next episode is like a prequel kind of stuff.
People were so mad anytime that we got filler episodes, quote unquote, like in Beach City, like going with the townies, that sort of thing. They were so mad every time because the way that Cartoon Network was releasing the show was fucking stupid. And we were not getting episodes ever. And so when you got an episode and it did not like immediately advance the plot, people were like, why? It was a wild time.
I think this was a good episode though. Like,
yes.
Like literally Steven says it in the episode. Like, I really never got the chance to connect with my human side. So, like, he needs this. This is something that Steven himself needs before we get to our, like, fast forward, because everything kind of goes very fast after, like, this point, I feel like.
Okay, so I have, like, a literary hot take that, like, I don't know if you guys want me to, like, do that now or wait until we, like, talk about the episode more. Like...
let's get into it,
Okay, yeah.
So, Steven is visiting the barn. This is the first time we have been to the barn. I checked this out. It's been since Earthlings.
Wow.
Since last season, I think. We haven't been to the barn.
And I knew that this was a barn episode, so I like scrubbed through season 3 first, because I knew like what episode I was doing, but I forgot the numbers. So I'm just like, oh, it's not here. And then I had to go to season 4.
Yeah. Steven's already in a sweater, which is cute because last episode we established that
end of summer.
Yeah, it was the end of summer. Now it's already like cold enough for sweater time. And it's funny because like this is the Thanksgiving episode, but it's also probably earlier than Thanksgiving, I would think.
Okay, so last episode they said it was like the end of summer, and then Steven goes and sees all their corn. Like we know that like it's the end of the growing season. And then there's a time skip after that in which an entire pumpkin vine is able to grow. Well, maybe it's just the next day because it is a magic pumpkin seed. I don't know.
True.
But just remember the next episode, it's like snowstorm. So like, yeah, maybe this is just like November already. But it's funny because we've already figured out, me and Robert, that like a year has passed since Steven's 14th birthday. He's 15 already.
At least that's what it should be, unless they're doing fucky-wucky, timey-wimey stuff with timeline.
I mean, they are, obviously. But so Steven's like, hey, Lapis Perda, where are you? Gonna knock on this door knocky thing. It's not a door knocky thing.
No.
He just broke one of their meat morphs.
The rope on the end of the meat morph was maybe not the best idea.
But yeah, he's apparently never seen their whole like cornfields. He goes in there, he's like, hello, is somebody here? What's going on? Oh look, it's Lapis. She's lounging, reading a book. Peridot,
Mhm.
I'm on a tractor.
I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Peak tism to the max.
Peridot is such a blessing to me.
Yes.
Yeah, they have an experiment going on right here.
Bunch of experiments. And what is this experiment? The experiment is, hey, let's grow essentially gems, but out of fruit and vegetables. And Steven's like, hey, that's not how that works, unfortunately. Vegetables and stuff that grow on Earth don't become sentient. And this
They don't
kind
know
of
that.
this
They
kind
are
of
so
distresses.
depressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're so depressed. It distresses Lapis and Peridot, and they walk away. And Steven's like, well, I usually tell myself not to lick things on the floor, but I can make an exception for this.
Very funny ass line. Psychologically, I do also think this is very interesting. Like, Peridot's like, I miss the pitter patter of full grown gem soldiers. Like, she almost has like empty nest syndrome, but also like it implies that they are lonely out here. Like and the idea that that's the impulse for making gems is like wanting to create something to love is kind of sweet. Like that's where it like started, and then it becomes like this horrible thing as you like go on. But also the fact that in this episode the whole family gets together and they get to have a nice time together. So that's how we're really curing loneliness.
This is giving me ideas for the potential Peridot slice of life. Because listen, they're cottagecore lesbians, as we already know. Peridot and Lapis. So what happens is Peridot adopts a baby.
Oh my god.
Because clearly she wants to raise something. And then she's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? I don't know anything.
No issues with this whatsoever. As we are going to explore next episode in 3 Gems and a Baby, we will in fact see that there are 0 issues with giving gems a baby.
It's zero, absolutely. So, hey, Steven's magical spit works its magic. And the next day, Steven shows up to see a sentient pumpkin that grew overnight. And Lapis and Peridot think that it's their creation. Oh, we're mothers, essentially.
Mm-hmm. They are mothers. They have a child now.
Unfortunately, Pumpkin is bound to Steven because Steven's who created him. And Lapis and Peridot are like, wait, but we made him. Why does he like you? Why does nothing we make like us?
And Steven's just not able to like lie for more than 5 seconds. He's like, okay, so I actually made it. I wanted to make something for you guys because you were feeling sad. I'm sorry. And they're like, well, we made this one. It's not as cool as yours. It doesn't have a face or anything. He's like, wait, I know how to fix that. And this is another reason why we could have had Josh on, because horror movie moments right here for this poor little pumpkin that gets traumatized by seeing Steven cut a face out of it and then pour out its insides.
Yeah, literally disemboweled. Everybody gets traumatized in Steven Universe, even pumpkins.
Even sentient pumpkins get traumatized. And the pumpkin decides to run away from Steven for all time and make a home in Lapis's arms.
And they're like, yay, he loves us now. She loves us now. Pumpkin is she, her pronouns, because, yeah, that's just what gems assume.
Well, yeah, that's the only pronoun for gems.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's no idea of gender, I guess. How do they view Steven? Have we talked about this?
Mm-hmm, Steven is trans.
I mean, I guess, sure, yeah.
Steven is neo-pronouns.
True. Steven is just Steven.
Mm-hmm.
I said last episode I would not commit to the whole onion pronouns for onion. I'm not committing to the Steven pronouns for Steven.
Yeah, because I think onion is a genderless being.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone assumes he, him, but onion uses onion pronouns.
Like I said in last week's episode, you can use any pronouns that make you happy. I fully support you. I am not going to fucking call onion the entire time.
But hey, this is when person has arrived. Now, it's so funny because Steven's like, oh, wow, we welcome a new member to the family. Insert Andy Blaine. And he's like, what the fuck is going on here? With his New York accent.
Yeah, they did specify that in the subtitles. I appreciate that. Most of my notes from this episode are just straight up Andy quotes, because my god, this man.
Right?
Hobos moved into the barn. Hobets? A hobo is a man's job.
I love that.
Damn, we love sexism in this house? Okay, Charlie, fuck. Holy shit.
I love how stupid he is.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
that's, I feel, one of the ways that they kind of defang Andy. Like, they're getting across the idea of, you know, your, like, bigoted conservative relative, like, without, like, making it, like, actively upsetting. Like, he's saying things that are for real bad, but it's so, like, the logic that he uses to get there is so ridiculous and, like, over the top that it, you know, isn't terribly upsetting for me personally to watch.
Oh, this part has got to be your favorite part, right, Robert? Where he's like, I know what you are.
I mean, kind of, yeah. I know what you are, but he does it wrong where he's like, oh, those gems, your bodies, the way you look, you guys are hippies.
I know what you are. You're lesbians.
Yeah. And so because Lapis and Peridot feel threatened in their lesbian hippie ways, Peridot summons her attack drones. Lapis has a water construct holding Andy up and like, damn, are they gonna kill a guy?
Yes, they are completely ready to kill this man. I also love that he accuses the hippies of socializing this fine American barn.
Yeah, but he does say that it's his barn. And so Steven's like, what the fuck is going on here? So he calls Dad. The gems also arrive. So everybody is here. Full gathering of our, you know, regular cast characters, it seems. The Crooniverse. And Greg is like, me? And they bring him down and they're like, what? Huh?
And then like they like hug and it's like, wait a minute.
You gotta help me get these freeloaders out of here. They're trying to do hippie mind tricks on me.
Well,
well about that. So I let them live in the barn and, you know, it arranges them further. And Steven's like, who are you? And Greg's like, this is my cousin, Andy DeMeo.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy's like, you just called him Dad? This is your son? You have a son? Steven's like, so you're my cousin, like once removed? And he's like, no, I'm uncle. We're not doing that. That's a lot.
Yeah, Uncle Andy.
It's Uncle Andy.
He's just here. Like holding Steven under his arm because he's just a tiny little guy.
Yeah, he's like, child, I lift. That's what you do.
You gotta hold him like a football.
Steven's mind is fucking blown. Who are the DeMeos? I love that this
What's a DeMeo?
We don't get their like original last name or Greg's original last name. Steven's always been a universe like until season fucking 4.
Yeah.
Like truly,
we thought this was just his last name. Like this was canonically his last name. We didn't know anything else.
And I mean, it is canonically and legally their last name. Like they are the universes.
But no, Steven's full name is Steven Quartz Cutie Pie, a DeMeo Diamond Universe. Oh yeah, he's also asking who the wife is.
Yeah, out of these women.
He points to Garnet because he's like, oh, you must need a big girl to keep you in line. He's right, though.
He's right.
But he's right, but not in the right way.
He's like, no offense meant like you're tall. And like, I'm like, Greg's lover was in fact tall and fat. So take that, Andy. And exactly. She's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
She was amazing. She was everything.
And also she's God.
I love how Greg, you know, has to be like, oh yeah, Rose is no longer with them. But then he's like, hey, the gems are like her family. So I offered, you know, the barn to them. And Andy's like, well, the barns are for the DeMeos instead. And Steven's now like, well, it's a DeMeo. And Greg reveals, yeah, it's what their last name was, but their last name is Universe. Andy gets pissed at this.
Oh, they're also illegal aliens. Don't forget that part.
We'll
That's an important bit of information. They're illegal
immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg uses the word alien and oh my God.
Listen, they are Americans at this point. They've been here longer than the people who colonized America.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
If they've been here for 5,000 years, they've been here for longer than any form of United States of America.
Well, not that the American government's ever cared about that.
No.
Right?
Andy's upset about like this whole universe thing. Greg is like, hey, it's an actual last name. I got it changed legally. And, you know, then we get into the whole like, oh, I'm so upset that you're letting alien refugees from space, not wanting illegal immigrants on his land. And he tells Lapis and Peridot to leave.
And they're like, oh, we're bringing out the attack drones again.
Yep. Steven, we got to kill this man. Oh, man.
Yeah, and Steven does try to like say, I'm so sorry that we took over the barn, but we've been hanging out here like a lot. Like this is where our family has been, you know, spending time for how long now at this point? And And he's like, well, yeah, my family used to also come here once a year. We'd have a big meal and all this.
And Steven's like, we could do that.
We could do that.
I love that it appears that, like, this is the Thanksgiving episode. I don't think Thanksgiving is canon to this version of the world, of the Earth.
We don't technically have, like, Thanksgiving or Christmas or Halloween, like, canonical in this world.
Right.
I think the only holiday we know that exists is New Year's.
Which makes sense. You know, like, I think that the implication is that all religion has, like, formed differently in this world somehow, like, through the influence of the gems. Like, there is no Christianity, as far as I can tell.
Rose quartz is Jesus.
Well, Stephen's Jesus, clearly.
You're right. Sorry, rose quartz is God. Stephen is Jesus. I don't know what the Holy Spirit
Pink
is
Diamond,
then.
clearly, of course.
Pink Diamond is the Holy
They are
Spirit.
3 in 1.
New religion unlocked. She only needs 13 followers to make a religion, so.
And she had more than that, so.
Yeah. So they're gonna make a whole thing. And Greg goes off to try to talk to Andy, calm him down a little bit. And the gems are like, we don't like him. We don't like this new Greg. He's not cool. Old Greg is better.
I love Pearl. Our Greg is clearly the superior one.
Pearl, who is now Greg's canonical best friend. They are best friends now. I need everyone to know that. Since Mr. Greg, they are besties. And she loves Greg.
Andy decides that he'll give your coven a chance, which is another line that I wrote down. Yep.
Oh, I forgot that part. Yeah, we're using our gem powers to, like, start making this whole meal and gather up the food and everything. Also, Amethyst turns into Pumpkin to play with Pumpkin.
Which
very cute.
Yeah, it's cute, but also seeing Amethyst's face on a pumpkin-shaped body like that is terrifying for me.
More terrifying is that when Lapis is gathering up the food, she also gathers up Pumpkin.
And you're like, no!
No! For 5 seconds.
Girl. Also, Garnet is blasting carrots out of the ground by, like, using her double gauntleted fists. And Andy's like, your aunt's pretty strong, huh? And Steven's like, she works out.
She works out.
I love that.
Andy complains that they're all vegetarians because that's all they have to eat. And, like, but vegetables are healthy. Andy's like, I'll get you a stick of pepperoni for your birthday. I love him. I hate him, but I love his one.
Yeah, yes. They did such a good job of, like, making him so shitty and so endearing. And they do have a turkey on the table later, just so everyone knows it is not a vegetarian meal.
They go to the store.
Yeah, they go to the store.
But first they gotta cut up the veggies with their contraption.
Andy is a little pissed at because, like, Steven's like, oh, Uncle Andy's gonna love this, and Uncle Andy doesn't love it at all because he's like, this is a plane used by the DeMeos, and, like,
he learned to fly on this plane.
I learned how to fly on this plane, yeah, and he's, like, upset that it's become an oven cooktop combo according to Pearl and Perida. By the way, they're trying to they're like, hey, what temperature do you have it set to? 2,000 degrees? Isn't that a little slow and low?
Right, because I love that as a gem joke, like, thinking about, you know, like, the intense pressure and heat that you need to form, like, gemstones in the earth.
Listen, I love this because what they did is they made an oven that is Andy themed. So he should appreciate it.
And I like that, like, he is having this huge reaction to this, but it's also almost an understandable reaction. Like, something that you love has been taken apart. Like, that's not a good thing to, you know, not to, like, give Andy any credit whatsoever, but, like, think about, like, the Avatar: The Last Airbender episode where they go to the air temple that is being lived in by the Mechanist and his whole, like, group of people, refugees, who are, like, destroying art in the temple in an attempt to
that makes everyone mad. Because what the fuck are you saying that, like, Aang is wrong to have a crash out over this? No, he's not.
He's not. And I don't think that the episode says that he is wrong, but also it doesn't say that they're wrong, which is kind of, like, where I'm going with this. Like, they aren't wrong to, like, use the resources that are available to them, but also, like, destroying something that someone loved is not good for them.
But it also adds to them being hippies, because what are they doing? They're recycling.
Right. He even says that, like, later. He's like, maybe recycling ain't so bad.
Yeah, it's like after Garnet, Pearl, Lapis, and Peridot drive off, they leave Andy, Greg, and Steven alone, and Amethyst is there to keep company as they're working the food. Steven's impressed at Andy being able to peel the potatoes as one slice of skin.
So cute.
It's not that hard. It takes a little practice to learn how to do it swiftly in one go and have the entire potato skin come off in one go.
He's not a full-on cook yet. He had like a little bit of practice in the Restaurant Wars episode, but like not a lot since then.
I always peel potatoes with like the stroke method where, you're just kind of like going at it by piece. Apples, I always peel with the long peel. And then I will eat the long apple peel.
I've never peeled these things.
Damn.
Also important to note that like when Greg tries to calm Andy down a little bit, we get the random like, you weren't even legally married.
Right. Yeah. Because he says something about in-laws. So like clearly that's why they were talking about it. Oh my God. Very good.
Well, of course they weren't legally married. She wasn't legally there.
Yeah, they are not U.S. citizens. Like, they do not have documentation. He's right. They're illegal immigrants.
They don't have a concept of marriage until Ruby and Sapphire get married, right?
Yeah, that is the first time that any gems, I think, ever get married. And it's gay! What? Oh, wait, it's because all gems are she/her, so they're all gay, technically. Oh, yeah, Greg starts to ask about Aunt Deb. And, Andy's like, why do you don't even care? Like, it's been 20 years since you saw anybody, so why do you care?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. This man. But everybody comes back, and they've taken what Steven said to heart about how this needs to be the VE party to end all parties. It needs to be every party, every event wrapped up into one. And Pearl's like, why don't we all marry each other?
Yeah.
My favorite Steven Universe quote.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Let's get this polyculed all tied up.
Yep. And then they go on some being born and some dying.
I just love that Lapis character's comical, like generic looking tombstone that just says "Rip Andy" on it.
My goodness.
We're very sorry for your marriage.
It's so fucking funny because it is the thing that like would like cause the worst Republican crash out possible.
And yet Andy he's laughing. He's like, oh, okay,
it's too absurd.
You did it. You're really trying here. Like, he takes off his hat. He's like, okay, fine. My barriers have come down.
Hey guys. Annie's hair looks exactly like fucking Marty's.
Right? Okay. I was literally just like, is Marty related to him?
Yes.
Like,
is like, Greg related to fucking Marty?
Is that how he met Marty? Is that he's like he's a cousin of his cousin or something?
Is that like, why Greg ends up like babysitting sour cream? Because like that's literally like a baby that is related to him.
Is Steven related to Onion?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't be blood related, but they would still be related.
Yeah.
As everyone in Beach City is fucking related somehow. The polycule to end all polycules, guys.
I don't think you go into a polycule of people you're related to, but that's just me.
You don't know that, Robert. You don't know that.
I'm afraid. So the feast begins and Andy's like, hey, so the traditions, let's just throw them out the window. Let's have dessert before dinner. He cuts a slice of cake and then he shows it and then he like passes to Peridot and he's like, oh, where are my manners? Here you go. And then that just starts this whole chain of like, where are my manners?
Where are my manners?
Where are my manners?
It ends up back to Andy.
And Steven's like, yeah, so they don't really eat.
It's like, why did we do this?
Even Amethyst, who always eats, is like, yeah, I just had like 3 bottles of, what was it, cooking oil? Like, Jesus, Amethyst. Okay, more importantly, why is Greg not eating? He is sitting on the other side of Andy. Garnet didn't hand it to Greg. She just skipped over him and went right back to Andy.
Yeah, Steven and Greg will in fact be eating cake. Like,
they want their cake and to eat it too.
But then, more stuff ends up happening at the table here. This is when we get the best jokes from the gems themselves.
Yeah, they're all just like, happy to be here talking to each other over the table, which is very sweet. They start talking about a lot of inside jokes, and also saving the earth. And what was Andy going to say? He's like, you think you saved the earth? Well, let me tell you about, and then they like cut him off, like something like that. I'm like, what on earth were you going to say, man?
Okay, clearly he's a veteran, right? Are we wrong about this? Like if he's a Republican guy, he's probably a veteran. and he fights a plane.
It does feel he does have fighter pilot energy.
Exactly. So I'm like, he definitely fought in whatever equivalent of world wars that they had. I feel like they did not have World War II, the very least, in this world, but I don't know.
Right. Well, without Russia as like a
no Russia
superpower in the world, like every like political thing is going to be different. So really, he would be like a Vietnam War vet, except we'll have to like make that a different
hippies.
war. Oh yeah, of course.
There you
War
go.
press protesters. Damn it. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So specifically, they're like, oh yeah, the table is the earth and the corn is humans or something. And even it's funny because Lapis makes a joke about you should put that corn in a mirror for 1,000 years, see how it feels about the table. And only her and Peridot laugh. Like everybody else is uncomfortable.
So good. They are cracking the fuck up, and everyone is just like, ew.
Pearl is like,
and Lapis is like, it would hate the table, or like, or she's like, I hate this table. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. But then everybody gets thanked for like their contribution to today. Amethyst put out a grease fire. She also started it. Pearl drove them to the store. Like people gathered vegetables. And who was thanked? Everybody raise your hand if you were thanked.
Oh my
Andy
God.
doesn't raise his hand. And Peridot's like, thank you, Andy, for showing up. We wouldn't have done this today if you weren't here.
Yeah, he solved her problem of being lonely, like literally.
Right.
And he's like, you can have the barn. Bye. And just flies away.
Yeah, literally just leaves.
But we have flying mom, so everything is okay. Steven, is being flown around by Lapis and talking to Andy like, wait, why? Don't go. Why'd you leave? And Andy's having his own therapy session with Steven Universe right now.
Yeah. In the middle of the sky, terrified for this child's safety.
It's funny. He's like, I'm the only one who didn't leave. And it's like, where the fuck were you? Like, you had a plane, you could have visited your family, and yet you didn't. And he's like, why didn't I do that?
So everyone left, like, starting with Greg, and then he says, like, Deb and her partner, which kind of implies to me that, like, she's gay and, like, probably got, like, estranged from the family also. And so it's like, your family is so, like, stuck in its ways that it's literally falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, your cousin left to go be a sparkly rock star. What's that fucking meme that's trying to imply that Greg is low-key gay? Or bi or whatever?
I don't know, but
anyone who's seen the universe is more than I do knows what I'm talking about, probably. But there's like a meme that like has that cadence out of like, oh, you think that your cousin who left to be a like sparkly rock star is straight or whatever, and I'm like, I mean, stereotypes are bad. Don't stereotype.
But also, David Bowie exists. So
truth.
So yeah, he's like, I'm the only one who believed in family, and you know what it got me? I gotta stop trying to speak like Andy. And Steven is like, Lapis, just throw me onto the plane, and I'll meet you back at the barn so they can have their little heart to heart.
And Lapis is like, hell yeah, my dude. Like, she just leaves. It's so good.
I just love that. Okay, yeah, drops on the plane. And, hey, it's throwing off balance. I saw a Mythbusters episode not too long ago that was like, oh, if you stick so much as a stamp on the rotor of a helicopter, it'll throw everything off. No, it doesn't. You have to put a little more weight. But one Steven will, in fact, counteract the weight of the plane.
Yeah.
What's Greg feeding that kid?
It's a real good question.
He is half rock. Like, who knows how heavy that boy is?
Yeah, Steven's just like, I love that you have that cool hat and that we eat cake and all of this. Like, I'm human and I never got to know that part of my family. And I want you to be my family, Andy. And then he almost falls and he almost dies and Andy catches him and then they fly back. And Andy's
like, he's a damn good pilot.
What good are you if you die right here? What good is family of you?
If you die.
Yeah, what good of family are you to me if you're gone?
If you're gone.
Yeah, Steven is having like this epiphany that like he even has human family. Like it has just been him and his dad, which and the gems, which is like honestly pretty lonely also.
And he comes back, he's gonna help them with the leftovers. And important note, apparently Pumpkin ate some of the cake, and he or she, like a fucking cat, just spits out one of the wedding toppers.
Yeah,
and
it was
Andy's
Andy's
just like,
slice of cake with the lonely little man on it.
He's like, that's pretty
gross.
weird. Gross. Okay. And that's the episode, and that's how it ends. Yeah.
We did it, lads.
Okay. Hot take time. We all already know that Greg and Rose have basically the same like history, like character arc. Like they leave their family, they change their name, they make a new identity for themselves with people who can accept them as they are. Like that is their whole thing that they both have done. This episode is a microcosm of the finale. This is foreshadowing the end of the entire show to the point where Greg says Andy isn't one to change his mind. Literally. Yeah. It's about, reaching out to family who have wronged you and like saying, I will have a relationship with you if you are able to take me as I am. And yeah, that's my hot take about the point of this episode.
I love to see how even the quote unquote filler episodes, because I don't believe in filler, are important to the main plots.
Filler, I barely know her.
I'm still trying to figure out how Future Boys Ultron adds anything that we don't already know. Like, Steven is here to help, but like he does that already. I don't know if we needed Mr. Smiley's gay love interest that we never see again.
Okay, hard disagree. I needed Mr. Frowny in my life.
No, like it's good, but I don't know why it's here.
Maybe it could, like, arguably, like, seeing how Future Vision can fail, knowing that it's not a perfect solution to problems.
I'll give you some points there. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Charlie.
Do we go to the Crystal Temple?
For some Crystal Temple trivia.
Greg reveals that he legally changed his last name to Universe.
Greg's birth name, DeMeo, is the same as Nick DeMeo, as an animation director of the show as well as this episode.
It is revealed that Rose and Greg were never formally married.
And now for cultural references. The little green man mask with antlers is a tongue-in-cheek reference to the nature god
Coronis.
Kronos. Yeah, that guy. I know that guy, and I feel like it's not necessarily a reference, but okay, we'll go with it.
We have a friend of ours who wrote a Percy Jackson-esque book featuring the Celtic gods. Andy's criticism of Greg's lending of the barn to the gems being like some kind of candy giving out holiday is a nod to Halloween, which never characters have ever been seen celebrating, even though jack-o'-lanterns still exist. Since Andy may be of Jewish origin, as his last name is Sephardic Jewish, it is possible he does not celebrate Halloween for religious reasons. Oh.
See, again, I'm like, does Judaism exist in this universe? Like, I don't think that we can yeah.
Is Greg Jewish? That why they don't
Italian.
Celebrate Christmas and Halloween?
Do we have a concept of God in the Steven universe?
I would argue that there is no proof. Anyways, Andy's description of families getting together once a year to eat is a nod to Thanksgiving, which no characters have been seen celebrating in the series. Hell yeah. Based.
Upon being told that the gems are an alien race, Andy assumes that Greg meant they are illegal immigrants, who are sometimes referred to as illegal aliens. This is technically a correct assumption, as Pearl revealed they are not legal citizens in Last One Out of Beach City.
I mean, also, like, he doesn't seem to misunderstand. Like, he's like, go back, get off my planet. Like, he knows that they meant they're space aliens. He just also...
They're both.
Andy's plane resembles a 1916 Bristol F-2 fighter biplane. Oh, the plane is bi?
God damn it. Andy's voice actor, Dave Willis, is well known for being the character Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Coincidentally, Tom Sharpling, voice of Greg, has also voiced a character from an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Now for my favorite section, continuity. In Marble Madness, Priyanka Maheshwaran says that she does not believe that Universe is Steven's real last name, which is proven to be somewhat true, as Greg's original family name was DeMeo.
And Steven's ability to grow sentient plants returns from Watermelon Steven.
Peridot, giving thanks for the barn, shows she is still continuing the lesson she learned from Steven in log date 715-2.
The rebellion, the events of Gemdrill, and the events of Lapis being trapped in the mirror are mentioned during the table's argument. Not really an argument, but okay.
It's an argument. It's everyone being like, imagine all these terrible things happen to someone. Ah ha ha ha.
That must mean that Peridot said wow thanks and I didn't even clock it. I love every time she says wow thanks specifically as her like autistic way that Steven's like, this is what you say when you get a present.
Mhm.
Also, important thing to note, she said chairs instead of cheers. This is something I love about her, and I don't know why she says that. Pro points. I feel like the correct option for pro points is Pumpkin. Pumpkin is the little guy of all time. He deserves every pro point from here on out. So I give Pumpkin pro point.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be Pumpkin. We love our little guy counter. Raye, have we shown you the little guy counter? All these variations of you.
Yeah.
I don't think I have sseen like the whole list. So yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to go over it after this season. I don't think we did it after last season, but we need to make sure it's updated. All the many things we've given pro points to, and all the little guys out there, who deserve them.
And the question:
do you hate Thanksgiving? Yes or yes?
Do you have a good time with your family during Thanksgiving? And my answer is yes.
I hate Thanksgiving.
I like Thanksgiving. I like comfort foods and, hanging out. But my God, my family is so fucking stressful and so very conservative in such painful ways. So, column A, column B.
Column A, column B.
I'm like Andy, not loving the food. So I want to stick a pepperoni. Thanksgiving is just not my jam food-wise or usually people-wise either. So I'm just like the amount of family gatherings that I have is already enough, actually. I don't need this one that also celebrates killing off the natives. So I just skip it because I have the autonomy now.
The food thing is interesting because I don't eat meat anymore. So, I'm having cranberry sauce and green bean casserole and potatoes with maybe gravy if I make like a pepper gravy on the side.
See, all of those things you've said I don't like. I don't even like turkey.
It's so fascinating to me because your food restrictions are so restrictive. Those are such classic American dishes, and yet
nah.
But I get it though, yeah.
I think the mashed potatoes would probably just be a texture thing for me. So like I kind of just look at it and I'm like, that's not happening. But I have tried turkeys on several occasions and I'm just like, it's not it.
Plain ass turkey is so fucking like dry and like not good. Like you've got it. Like you can make it good.
You can,
like
but should you?
It's so hard. Yeah.
I also love Thanksgiving mac and cheese. So mac and cheese is the thing that you should have. Thank you all for being here today.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing what you have brought to this episode. Thank you both for podcasting with me, as always.
Thank you for podcasting.
Thanks for having me on the podcast. I'm very thankful.
Raye, would you like to remind everyone where they can find you on the interwebs?
Yeah, please go listen to Of the Eldest Gods if you have any interest in Rick Riordan books. We have completed the original Percy Jackson series, and we are currently... when our new season starts, which probably already happened by the time this comes out, or maybe not, I don't know. So yes, our new season is probably going to start like a week after you hear this, like something like that. So
because you know what is happening next month is Pride.
I sure do. Pride.
Is Pride. Hey, we forgot to say at the beginning of the episode, but we're doing a Pride episode over here on Bits, as we always do. Also, OTEG is doing one, so go check that one out too. And DXM is also doing a special Pride Week.
Oh my gosh!
The Deus Ex Media Discord server is doing events for as little as $1 a month. You can subscribe to the Bits Patreon and get access to the Discord server and do fun events with us. Yeah.
And you can be if you're straight in the month of June, you are banned.
See, I thought you were going to say, like, you are not. Like, no one's allowed to be straight all month.
Takes your heterosexuality away for a month.
You can have this back when you prove you've earned it.
And if you're fruity and you ain't smooching someone in a fruity way, you get shot out in the back of the streets on June 30th.
So I really need to sign up for a dating site, is what you're saying to me?
Might as well.
Listen.
Oh my god, guys, this is just like Homestuck.
Listen, Raye. Okay. Let me get out the ring. Where's the ring?
Oh my god.
I lost it. Proposes with my empty hands. Proposes with my Coke can.
I take it like through the computer screen because it's not real.
Yay, we did it.
Yay, gay.
Yay, it's all gay. Everyone is gay. Yeah, we're doing gay stuff. Like there's trivia,
Woo.
There's TTRPGs,
Woo.
There's a PowerPoint night,
Woo.
other such things.
Woo.
Join us, and
Very wonderful.
yeah.
And as always, if every podcast were perfect,
We wouldn't have the bits.
Bye.
Bye.
You can follow this podcast socials at the Bits SU Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our dime line through thebitsSUpod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/thebitsu. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about Steven Universe, or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Steven's Room, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with Steven in some way. No promises.
You can check out our merch store, The Bits SU, on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie, me. Or if you cannot do that or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. It really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with Raye called Of the Eldest Gods, where we talk about the mythology book series by Rick Riordan, starting with Percy Jackson. I also co-host a podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. If you want to hear more from me, check out my YouTube channel, also called the Damn Meme page, where I make videos mainly about Percy Jackson, but also sometimes other fun stuff. If you want to find me elsewhere in the podcast verse, you can also tune into my podcast, The Pit Crew, a show dedicated to dissecting the HBO Max medical drama, The Pit. The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features fantastic shows like The Loading Screen, a show that talks about all things video games and more.
Hey folks, I'm Brianna.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Greer.
Welcome to The Loading Screen.
We're glad to have you here while we talk about some of the big picture topics of video games.
Like, what makes a great soundtrack? Or is there such a thing as too big of a sandbox?
We also want to talk about some of the most fun bits of gaming history.
Like Sega to Sanshiro!
What's that?
No, who, but don't worry about that now.
Maybe, just maybe, we'll even answer the unanswerable question of what makes a video game good.
Probably not, though.
Not with that attitude, Phil.
Fair enough. Anyway, like we said, we're glad to have you here with us.
So grab your controller, then be ready to wait.
We've got to reticulate all those splines after all.
And get ready to enjoy the loading screen.
Deus Ex Media.